Yeah, but even if the pushers become a big easy gun lick, they're not our guns.
What's your thoughts on Braden, by the way? Have you hung out with Braden much?
Not really. I've spoken to him a little bit here and there. I know, but not like super long term.
Yeah, because he's pushing now. So I could see where that's gonna go. You know what I mean? And he hinted today as well that. So I missed a call from Blondie yesterday. He hinted today that she wants to talk to me about this shit. I think pushing and stuff. So
She's finally ready, yeah.
possibly, I don't know. That's not from her mouth. That's just where he's hinting.
I mean,
at.
the thing is, bro, like, there's been a lot of people that are like that we've brought in as hang-arounds that I personally like. I did not know Bones at all when we brought him in, but like, I'm more than happy to just trust people's judgment. Like, hang-around, I don't see hang-around as like I'll bring someone into hang-around with speaking to them 3 times. Now it won't matter to me. Like, if I then don't think they should be in the group, then they just won't, you know, they'll just get removed as hang-around. I could see Braden and Blondie being hang-around, like if they wanted that.
Yeah.
Blondie I know well, so that one would be a no-brainer. But
yeah,
Braden already is a heavy foot in the door with the whole cleaning stuff, so.
Yeah, and now he's pushing, and he's chill as fuck, and he's XBSK, so he knows how to handle himself too. He knows how shit works. You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah.
So. If that's how it goes, I think it'll be worth giving them both a shot.
It's one of them, bro. I really don't see a disadvantage to being deep these days. 5 years ago, I don't think being this deep would be at like that much of a positive. I actually think like having a heavy number gang is very beneficial.
Crucial, bro. Especially with like, because thinking back in the day, bro, right?
Bro, James, you're such a
like
glazer.
especially the times I was around, we'd struggled to have a 6. This storm especially. It was the same people every day, which like was good in a certain aspect, but it got very stale.
It got very boring, and it caused a lot of tensions because everyone's just with the same people all day, every day.
Yeah. There wasn't enough people or enough groups for people to go do their own thing.
Mellow out, Rick.
Get away from people if they felt like they needed a break from somebody. Like.
Yeah.
We just got to. Yeah, I don't know. We gotta keep certain information from majority of the gang, in a sense. Like, we can't, just because someone's a hang-around or a fresh member, we shouldn't trust them with everything.
Oh yeah, no, there still needs to be a difference between a hang-around and a gang member. That's why we need to make DJ a member.
And Bones.
And Bones, yeah. And then the only hang-arounds we've got is Clive. Right? Yeah, Clive's the only hang-around at that point. And Sari. Oh, he gave me that 20k, by the way. I forgot to tell you that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That was quick.
Oh, I didn't even tell you about that shit because we've been in conflict.
I'm gonna head to bed.
Have you spoke to Terry at all?
Have a good one.
No.
Bro.
Have a good one, says. So, turn my radio off. Luke called me in disbelief because Terry reached out to Luke and was like emotionally apologetic and was like, I fucked up. Like, I don't know what's wrong with me. Like, I don't know why I did this. Like, I didn't speak to any of the gang today because I didn't feel like I deserved to speak to them. Like, he was on some, like, super apologetic shit. So then I linked him afterwards, and he pulled up with the 20k in hand, gave it to me immediately, apologized to me, was like, look, I would never have done this 5 years ago. I don't know why I did this. Like, I don't know what's wrong with me. I've been going off the rails. Like, I haven't been helping the group. I want you to know that I respect you and STE. Like, it's never a disrespect thing. And basically he said to me that he wants to find his piece of being able to channel the anger rather than just constantly going out and being aggressive 24/7. And like, he was heavily on that.
Well, that sounds promising.
which I wasn't not anticipating it because it was either going to go that way or the complete opposite. But he seems since that's happened, like he's been getting on with Luke really good and actually just being a lot more chill.
I think there'd be an element of. I'd imagine after he pulled that trigger, he expected to be gone. Like not while doing it, but afterwards, I feel like he probably would have realized how badly he fucked up, and he would have assumed he was getting just booted.
Yeah.
So, like when I called him down, to the docks. Like I just pinged him and told him to pull up. Didn't give any context or anything. Oh,
that's the third time. That's intentional.
I reckon on his way there, he was probably assuming that I was just gonna fucking kick him out. So the fact that it didn't happen was there's probably an element of him being grateful, as well as like self-reflecting on all the things he fucked up on, you know?
Yeah. When this conflict ends as well, we should make sure that we are cycling in a lot of like different sixes for jobs and stuff. Because that is one thing that me and you are going to have to be very like on top of, is the bigger our group gets, the better we're going to need to be at managing everyone and making sure that everyone's included and like there's no like segregation. I do think at some point, I don't necessarily think right now, but I think maybe underneath me and you there could be a couple of people that are shot callers.
Yeah, there'll have to be, especially at the rate we're growing.
Yeah. I don't think it should be like one. I don't think there should be a third in command. I think it should be like 2 or 3 people that they can call shots when we aren't around. Like they're the ones that get listened to and can make calls.
I think it'd be less of an issue if I could come around every day, guaranteed. But the fact that I can't, and obviously you have other shit you need to do sometimes, it's like the more we grow, the messier it'll get.
I think they just need that as well. Sometimes it seems like I'll wake up or you'll wake up and it's just like all over the place, and then as soon as we're around, it kind of simmers out a bit.
Yeah.
I think shot callers would be the best thing to refer to it as. It's not like necessarily like a third in command, a fourth in command, and a fifth in command. It's just like a group of people that can,
I mean,
decide what's happening.
Most groups would class them as OGs or something, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I think it'd be cool to like have our own name for it or something, so that it's a bit different.
I don't know what would be very British. That though.
Yeah, I don't know. Because like obviously people call you second in command, you're 2 STE, but I still think like right hand is like, it's one of those. It's nice to have different names. Yeah. That's when we get out of Southside. When we transition out to South, like that's another thing I want for this group. I hope everyone's on the same page. It's like, if we start getting good money, like we ain't gonna live in the Southside forever. Like, I think we should progress with our finances. You know, like if we can afford to become a gang that chills in a northern area, I'll do that. If we can get houses in the hills and just have all of our trap houses in the Southside, we should do that. You know, like. We shouldn't limit ourselves to one place, because that's what got so stale about Mandem. We're just in that block all day, every day. Like, I like the fact that we don't have a turf. I just hope that there's not... I hope we don't get tied to an area, you know? Like, that eventually there's a reason why we would need to be in one specific place.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
What's your thoughts on the pushers? Because I'm talking about like, you know, Braden and Blondie and shit, right? But like that like house of pushers. What's your ideas with them? Do you think? Because I fuck with the current like main people in the house. I fuck with quite a lot.
I have been putting some thought to this. There's part of me that would not like. I don't know, because I don't like the idea of street teams, because I think they don't really work, and that's not what I'd want them to be. But I think it could be decent to have them as a separate group that works for us / alongside us, rather than them all like coming in as hang around and becoming members, because they already operate pretty well as a group that they've got.
The problem with that is like, how do you draw the line between them and other people? Like, for example, Braden and Blondie.
Well, Braden and, like, I think the way it would have to be is they have that group. We are able to go, we like this person in the group. We want them as a hang around. And they could turn around and say to us, "No, I want to stay with the other guys." Or they could turn around and say to us, "Yeah, we'll come do that." It's like an academy. I don't want it to be like a street team though. Like, I'd want it to be like a just, they are a group and they're affiliated with us and they do their own thing.
Yeah.
Because they're all sick and I like them all. But like, because we have a lot of people, the way I'm looking at it is kind of cynical and is like, what do we need right now? And I don't know if right this moment we would need all of them to become mana, you know?